Good morning, it's Margaret at the University of Sewing and it's Facebook Live, guys. Yes, I'm here by myself. I know you guys are all gonna miss Rachel, but she is on a mission. She is almost done with our top for our shop hop quilt and we gotta get it done. So she's working on that. And don't forget, the shop hop is coming up in June. We are running down on pins and passports. I can't believe how much you guys have already bought. Keep us in mind. You can go online and buy them. It's very cool now that you can just put in the word shop space hop and you will come up with the passports and you can purchase them right there. So that ought to make it a little more convenient for you. You know, that's what we try to do around here. So is make it more convenient for you. All right, I have got a giveaway and I picked out 2 items. One of them is this cute bag that we have. These were from a charity called Stability First, and they take women who come from bad circumstances. They try to give them some skills by teaching them to sew, and they sell these cute little bags, and we have one for you. It's reversible. If you remove the little handles on it, you can totally wash and dry it. Very cool. And you could even change out the handles if you wanted to. So that's really a nice feature. So we've got that for you, but we also have one more item. Last year for Christmas time, we had these Lewis and Irene placemats. And we actually still have some placemats, some bunting, and another panel that you can purchase. And if this appeals to you, then you could have a whole set that matches. So otherwise, you're just going to get this lovely little gift, and it would make a really nice present for someone. So those are our giveaway today when you hit the share button. Now, don't forget, you have to go ahead and put in the comments that you shared. And then that way you get entered into the drawing to get these. So,
you mean like Julie just did?
Thank you, Julie. That's very sweet of you guys. Okay, I'm going to set these
and
right
Nancy.
here. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, I'm going to set this right here because, guys, you know what today is? Today is the day we talk to you about the new 990. But if we're going to talk to you about it, we have to do it one of 2 ways. Preferably what you'll do is come and join us this evening at 6 to 9. We are going to be over at the Cedar Creek Brewery in Martinsville. They have 2 of them. Make sure that when you put in your Google Maps, you put in the Martinsville location. And it's just off the highway. It's really close and easy to get to. The roads are all good. Don't worry about that. So if you want to come and visit us and talk to us about it, we're going to be there. This is a pretty casual event. We're thinking people come and go as they want. They have food there, although it's not real healthy, but it's good. I'll tell you that much. And they have wine and, do they beer there?
It's a brewery, a winery, and a distillery.
Okay, so they got all the 3 things. And we'll be happy to get you a glass of whatever your favorite beverage is. And that can include ginger ale or Coke if you want. So, although I don't know if they're a Coke or Pepsi place, but whichever one they are, we'll go ahead and get you one of those. But we'll sit down and talk with you and tell you what the story is. Now, let me tell you what the deal is ahead of time so that you can make some decisions. What it is that right now, I have a very small amount of information, almost nothing. I'm just going to be honest with you. But we have some speculation, we have some ideas, and we have some educated guesses, and we can tell you what we're thinking and and all I can tell you is I can't promise it's 100%, but we'll try. And then what I can say is that if you decide that you would like to purchase a 990 and you can go ahead at the brewery, write us a check for $1,000 and we will put it down on your sewing machine. Then I will come back here on Saturday morning and I will register you for that machine. That will put you in line. So however many people get in line between now and June the 15th is the last day I'm taking them. So between now and June 15th, you will get a number in line. So what's going to happen is Bernina is going to send out the floor models to their dealers. And right after that, the person who's number one on that list is going to be the number one person that Bernina sends her sewing machine to. So you will be in that line, which is really cool because you will get your machine before anybody else does. So after that, if you just came in after the 15th of June and you come in, you say, Margaret, I want to buy a 990. I'll be like, wonderful. We'll put you on that new list. That's going to be a new list. Everybody who signed up before the 15th of June will be on the first list, and you will be on the second list. So do you really want to be on the second list? I think you want to be on the first. So we'll talk to you about pricing. We can talk to you about trade-ins. We will talk to you financing. Some of them you may need that, maybe you won't need that, but we need to know from you what it is that you're going to be wanting to do. So the deal with all of this is that we'll have the details. Now, you're just like, but Margaret, I can't come. I just have this other thing I have to do tonight. Okay, that's all right. Call us. If I'm not available, go ahead and leave your phone number and a good time for me to call you back. I will be happy to talk to you over the phone about it. But, at the end of the day, it is, excuse me for just a second, guys. Rachel.
It's an order for Jordan.
That is not for us. That's for next door.
Okay, so I'm sorry. We get deliveries for next door all the time. So anyway, so we are going to have the details for you. We'll be able to give you probably pretty accurate numbers this evening if you come. But you know what? If you tell me I want to finance it or I don't want to finance it, I want to write you a check, I want to use my Southwest credit card, I want to do however you want to take care of this. But tonight, all you really have to be able to do is write us a check for $1,000. So that is what I want you to know about. If you have further questions about it before you come this evening, just call us. I'll make sure that I get you all the answers. And I know that this is an unusual thing, but Bernina's never done it before. So I'm in a place where I'm learning too. So we want you to be able to get the machine of your dreams. We've always wanted that. And I know Bernina has nailed this. So I'm really happy about it. And I am so confident that I'm buying one. So just letting you know how confident I feel about this is so exciting. So we'll give you some more information at the Cedar Creek Brewery, or again, if you can't make it, make sure you call me. I'll be happy to give you details. We had someone call yesterday. I know I didn't get back to you yesterday. It was a crazy day in here. I will call you today if you're watching this afternoon or this morning or this afternoon. I'll make sure I call you back. So I promise you we'll get back. So everybody, think about this 990 because boy, it's pretty exciting. All right, let's go and let's talk about floor models. I don't know if you realize it or not, but we have cabinet floor models available right now. And I actually have too many of them. I want to sell them. Please come in and buy one. So what's really cool is Dave and Aaron, for within 60 miles of the shop, they will happily deliver it. And if you're beyond 60 miles, they'll probably happily deliver it too, but it might be a small upcharge on gas and time for the guys so that we can make sure that you get it to your house. They will happily deliver it and make it perfectly fit into whatever space you need.
And it doesn't matter. Upstairs, downstairs, we'll get it to where you need it.
You say that, and then somebody's going to call you and ask you if you'll do a spiral staircase. So, within reason, we will deliver it anywhere, okay? So, right now, what I want to point out to you is things like this amazing table. Do you realize this lift table will go up and down so you can sew and you can go ahead and do it seated or you can do it standing, guys. This is fabulous. It's got a huge amount of space. You know, I think this is going to be big enough for that new $9.90, Dave. What do you think?
Should be.
I think it's going to be big enough for that new $9.90. So think about this one for that if you're getting a new $9.90. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and we'll go this way, Dave, because I actually want to point out, did you buy a serger on the serger event? You know, we have got several floor model cabinets available for you to put in your sewing room so that you can have your serger in this gorgeous cabinet. And I'm just going to tell you something if you did not know it. Your Bernina 68s can fit into this, or the 62 or the 64. So if you've been looking for a place to put that machine, what's really, really cool about these cabinets, and this one has not been put back on here right, but let's see if we can get it in here correctly. So what's really cool about these cabinets is that, let's make sure I'm not going to hit anything, because you guys know that grace was not my talent, right? You do know that. I am not graceful. I love to dance, but thank goodness Dave has timing because I don't. So there we go. I think there. Let's see if I can do that now. No. All right. I think we got it. Yay! Let's check this out, guys. So what you can do is you can take and put this all, am I missing? No, maybe that is all the way down. Okay, so now what you can do is there's a back flap here, and you can flip it up over top of here, and you can use it just to work on. You do not have to have this out all the time. If you're not using your serger every day, this is the perfect cabinet for you because you can flip up the tabletop in the back and it goes right over top. It fits perfectly on top of here. You've got drawers. And guys, guess what? Perfect storage for your thread. If you haven't thought about one of these cabinets, I highly recommend that you will want to do this. This is fantastic. You've got 2 drawers. Now, you might say to me, well, Margaret, what if I don't want to put my thread right there? I have a different spot for my thread. Well, guess what, guys? You can put anything you want there. You don't have to use the spool pins if you don't want to. So you have got that. That, by the way, is a shelf that you can put right over here. Are you looking for a place to store some things? I don't know about you, but I never have enough storage in my sewing room. This cabinet is a beauty. It will take care of all of your things, and it's on sale at floor model pricing. And I think you will just absolutely love it when you are ready to start sewing again. All you have to do is flip that tabletop back. And by the way, it's on casters. And so guess what, guys? Look at this. Nice, smooth cabinet that you can use. And then if you want, all you have to do is raise it up. And then guess what we can do? We can get to our free arm in 3 seconds. Look at that. Is that not just the best? So if you haven't thought about a cabinet, I just gave you a lot of reasons why maybe you should consider one. And who doesn't love a well-appointed sewing room? We all do. So, also, if you haven't thought about it, look at this wonderful cabinet with all the drawers. I'm thinking, wouldn't this be a perfect place to store your embroidery hoops? Maybe a good place to store some of your embroidery stabilizer. You get it off the floor and out of the way. And this has these wonderful soft closed doors. Excuse me, I said doors, I meant drawers. And so this is all set up It has got 5 drawers to it. It is very lovely, nice little cabinet. And I think I want to point out something. Look at how they all match and how they all fit from one to another. So what's really cool is if this weren't here, you'd have all of this space to work with. So this is something for you to think about. All of these tables, they can match up in size. So if you put them like in a row, or if you have to put them angle, on a corner or something, you are set and ready to go because they fit. And that is really, isn't that the thing that we're always looking for, is like pieces that we can fit and all move together. So I want you to see what we've got going on. All the cabinets in the shop right now, every single one of them are on sale, and they're all at floor model prices. So let's get you one and get it to your house so that you can have your sewing room set up finally like you wanted it to. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is that we still have 2 long arms that are at floor model pricing. The first one we've got is this wonderful long arm. It's a Q24. It's a 13-foot frame, and it comes with Q-matic. We've got a special deal on this. If you've been thinking about doing this, maybe you've been thinking about starting a long arm business, maybe you just love to do your own quilting. This is an amazing, amazing machine. It is really fun to play with, really fun to do all of your work with. So right now I don't have a quilt on it, but most of the time when you come in, you will see quilts on it and you can see it in action. We are going to get this one loaded up today, and we will have more things on it. So just to go ahead and make sure that you know what else is available. So let's go ahead and look at this beauty. This is our Q20 on a lift table. Now you just saw me do a lift table with the other cabinet, and this is similar. You can stand at this, you can go ahead and do whatever it is as far as standing or sitting sewing on this. So beautiful machine. You will want to go ahead and take and see this, have us demonstrate it for you. You will be really happy about that. It's pretty fabulous. So we have got that all going on. It's got drawers. It's got little flip out parts here in a place where you can just make a complete U around yourself and be able to sew. This is a really nice cabinet setup with your Q20. Finally, we do have several red chairs. So the red chairs are available also at floor model pricing. So we have got all of those. Now, I don't want to forget to tell you, let's hang out here for just a second, Dave, because I want to make sure that I tell them about the classes coming up. We have our software classes. Did you know that if you have the V9 Creator or the V9 full version software, that there are classes for that on a regular basis, and if you are interested, you can come to those. We have one on Monday at 10:30. We also have our embroidery mastery class for the 790 Pro owners. If you have a 790 Pro and you have bought that and you want to know about the specific embroidery details for that, on Monday we have a class for you at 2 o'clock. So you probably will want to go to that. If you are thinking about quilting, we have beginning quilting classes. Now we're in the middle of a beginning quilters class, and we won't have another one till September, but it's already on the calendar, guys. And so if you know somebody that you want to give maybe a really cool Mother's Day gift, that class would be really fun. So how about then basic ruler work? We have basic ruler work for your domestic machine. That is coming up on Wednesday, May the 15th. We have a stitch regulator class on Friday, May 17th. If you've had a stitch regulator forever and you've never used it, this is a really good class for you to do that. And then we are doing a fun summer pinwheel table runner also on Friday the 17th. And finally, on Saturday the 18th, we're doing a rotary cutter bag. I know I need one of those. So I am sure that that will be lots of fun. Cheryl's going to be teaching that, and that's going to be a Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning into afternoon class. So you will have a lot of fun with that. You can go online at universityofsewing.com and sign up for all of those classes. So don't forget to do that. All right, Dave, we've got one final thing we want to tell everybody about. And Aaron just got back from being over visiting his wife, who lives in Pakistan, and he brought back some samples. So this is really cool. So I have put them all in this neat little box here so that I can get them out. But for those of you who may have just recently joined us, what you may not know is the University of Sewing has sponsored a sewing school in Pakistan. And what we have been doing is we are working in conjunction with Sonia, Aaron's wife, who her family has been very involved in charity in Pakistan. And these people right here, I believe this is that our teacher? I think that might be our teacher who's teaching over there. These are the women who are taking classes. Look at that smile. She is so happy. She is learning how to sew. We are trying to help these women get out of poverty. The reason that we are doing this is because the Christian families over in Pakistan are kind of treated like second-class citizens. They have not a lot of access to training or schooling. So what's happening here is that we have sponsored this class, this school for the Pakistani women so that they can learn how to sew and have a skill that they can help their families get out of poverty. So this is a really big deal. I think that is pretty fabulous. When the women graduate from taking 5 months of lessons, they will get a sewing machine. So the sewing machines and the teacher, the space that they are in, all have to be paid for. But what's really fantastic about this whole project is that's it. There's no overhead to speak of beyond the teacher, the materials, the sewing machines, and the rent.
Tell them a little bit about these sewing machines.
So the sewing machines are pretty fascinating. They are hand cranked. They do not have dependable electricity, and some of the homes don't have any electricity at all. So what's been going on is that, if we gave them an electric sewing machine, something like we're using, they wouldn't be able to use it. So instead, what we're making sure is that they can sew. So these are hand cranks. So it's a very different kind of learning experience than what we're used to.
And when we look at the work that they've done with that,
it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So we're going to show you some of these really cute. They are making basically doll size kind of clothes so that they can learn but not use up a ton of materials. So what they've done is they have sent us really, really pretty little clothes that are being made.
With the names of who did it.
Yes, the names are on it, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of them. They're very unusual, not something we're used to. So very, very pretty little clothes. These are so cute, you guys. I mean, it's just fascinating to look at all this. So I'm going to put some more out here. The typical class is 20 people, and what we're hoping is that these people are getting ready to graduate. They are going to be going off and hopefully helping their families and their communities by being able to bring this skill set there. And what we found is that when they first announced this, they had people coming from over 2 hours away to try to get into this school. So at the moment, we've only been able to support one school, and they are getting ready to graduate. They have enough money to buy the sewing machines and everything, but we want to do another one. We want to keep this going. And we put a lot into this over the last year, but what we really, really need is you. Any size donation would be amazing. The machines cost $200. It is just astonishing. For about $8,000, we can fund a school for 20 women. It's for about 5 months, and they can learn a skill. They get a machine when they're done. This is an amazing project, and if you can help us, we'd be so grateful. On Facebook, at the top of our Facebook page, is a pinned post about the Pakistani sewing school. And if what you could do is go and click on that GoFundMe link and donate $20, $30, whatever it is that your heart speaks to you to do, we would be extremely grateful. But I want you to see, for those of you who have been so kind and so considerate to go ahead and donate money, then that is what we've done. So we would love to have you take and do that. So we'll go ahead and do that. So everybody, we're apparently going to be very busy this morning. So I'm going to end things early today. It's a few minutes early, but we're going to end it, and we will see you on Saturday morning at 9:30 for Facebook Live.